Alright, John Oakes here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location. Today, our new addition to our inventory that we're going to go over with all of you folks out there is this very nice 1969 Hugger Orange RS styled Camaro. Now this car is done very traditionally, as you can see while we walk around here. All of the stuff that you would expect to be on here is going to be on here. So starting here at the front, obviously with an RS type car, you're going to have this front end here. So this is the RS grille, the hideaway headlights here also. Of course, down below we've got that black front air dam also. Now with our car here, we have this steel 2-inch Cowl induction hood. And then you're going to have your various emblems. You've got the 350 Fender emblems here. You also have the Rally Sport emblems on the back side of the front fender as well. Now this car does retain all of its bright work, so you'll see it's got the wheel lip moldings on it, the bright drip rail moldings on it, as well as the quarter panel accents back here too. You also see it's got the RS lower trim on it also on the rocker panel there. All of which is very straight. There's no dents or dings in any of it. Looks very nice. As far as our wheels and our tires here, we've got the factory style rally wheels. These are the painted wheels, 15-inch. They've got the beauty rings and the center caps. And you also see mounted on those are the original looking tires, which are the Goodyear Polyglas tires. These are all F70 15s. So same size, same tread pattern, same name brand, everything all matching. As you come back the side of the car, you're going to see our door fitment here. Our gaps there, front and the rear, all look to be really good. As far as the elevations too, everything falls right in line. All of the body lines all line up very well too. You can also see our glass, the condition of that. It's in really good shape. There's no chips or cracks or any scratching in that. Looks really good. Of course, our car has the white vinyl top on it. You can see it's laid out real nice and in good shape. There's no rips or tears or any fraying of any of the seams the whole way around. Looks really good. All the trim pieces, those are all in place and looks very good too. We're going to open our door up. Take a quick peek at the interior of this car. Now ours has the white interior, front buckets with the headrest, factory dash, factory instrumentation, and we've got the factory 4-speed center console in there also. So that just gives you a quick overview of the interior. We close it up, the door shuts nice and easy too. So we're going to walk our way back here now to the rear of the car. We're going to take a look at our trunk lid here first off. This trunk lid fits real nice. You can see it's got the rear spoiler on it too. The RS emblems back here on the tail panel. Chrome rear bumper, nicely polished up there. And you'll see we've got the correct RS lower balance with the correct backup lights here also. Tail lights, the lenses and bezels look to be all in good condition. And you can even see the rear glass on this car looks to be very good too. No chips or cracks in that. And the bright work around there is in very good shape. We're going to go ahead and open our trunk lid up. First off, the trunk lock works, the hinges work, and the spring works and holds everything up. The underside all done in the Hugger Orange just like the rest of the car. And our weather stripping and seals the whole way around are in really good shape. There's no chunks taken out of it. There's no cracking, and it's very soft too. So there's no, it's not old stuff. It's fairly new stuff. Our trunk floor itself, all one piece. Drain plugs are in place where they should be, and again, it's finished off in the correct black and aqua trunk spatter paint. We'll close this up now. You can see it shuts nice and easy too, and it's latched as we come around the passenger side. Now again, all of our body panels are in excellent shape here, nice and straight the whole way down. Our wheels and tires, same thing on this side. Again, you can see the vinyl top on this side here with all of your bright work too. Again, all of this stuff here is in really good shape, nice and straight and polished up as nice as can be. You can take a look at the glass too on this side. Again, it's in excellent shape as well. We'll open up our door on this side. That way you can see both sides here in the interior. Again, we've got the black carpeting too. There's no rips or tears in that, no fading either. And as far as the steering wheel, we've got the sport style steering wheel. The dash itself is in excellent shape. The pad on the top, no cracks in that either. So again, that's all good. And our weather stripping and seals around our door and window, it looks to be in real good shape too. That door shuts just as easy as the other side. And again, just finishing off with our Emblems matching side-to-side rally sport, and then up here with 350. Now the side marker lights, the bezels and lenses, those are all in great shape. We'll come around again. We'll see this RS front grille with those hideaway lights, the chrome front bumper. Again, we've already talked about the front air dam. Now our hood, you can see our hood here, the fitment on that is really good too. Again, that's that Cowl induction hood. We're going to open our hood up now. We're going to take a look inside and see what we have under the hood here. So we'll go ahead and open that. So first, hood latch works. Hood hinges, springs, those all function as they should. Underside of the hood's been left black, as well as the rest of the engine compartment here. And sitting inside here we have, it's a non-original motor. It is a 350 cubic inch small block Chevy engine here. We do have the matching chrome air cleaner on top with the matching valve covers down below too. These are Edelbrock name brand. So again, a nice look for the car underneath. We've got an Edelbrock carburetor as well. It's a 1405 series, which is a 600 CFM carburetor. Our particular carburetor does not have an electric choke, but that is sitting on also an Edelbrock RPM EPS Performer aluminum intake. So all of that top stuff is all top name brand stuff. We've got an aluminum radiator here. It's going to be more efficient for cooling. A 4-blade steel fan on it as well. Now this car is a power brake and power steering car. So we've got front discs, I believe, on this car. I just want to make sure, yep, and rear drums. You can also see we've got long tube headers on this to help it breathe a little bit better there. We went with the stock style distributor on this car along with a stock style coil. And it looks to be some newer plug wires here too. So again, that's going to help deliver the spark to the engine there too. Now you see our car, we've got the windshield washer bottle in there. So that's all hooked up. So everything looks good underneath the hood. Now this engine itself, as far as the rest of the drive line, it's coupled up to a Muncie M20 transmission, 4-speed. And we've got the 10-bolt rear on the back. And I believe when we check the gearing, it's about a 307 gear in that rear end there. So again, it's a good just, you know, drive around, cruise around gear. Nice car too to do something like that in. So what we're going to do next is we're going to get this on a lift, as we do with all our cars, to show you the underside. Before we do that, let me just leave you with this section of video by telling you that if you want to come out and take a look at this car or any other car that we have in our inventory, the closest airport, major airport that is to us, is our Pittsburgh International Airport in Pittsburgh, PA. Of course, we have smaller ones a little bit closer. Arnold Palmer Airport in Latrobe, as well as the Jimmy Stewart Airport right here in Indiana, Pennsylvania, just about 3 or 4 miles up the road. So, all right, we've got our 69 Camaro here up on the lift, so we're going to go through the underside as we always do, and check out how everything looks underneath here, and basically relay to you folks on the other side of the camera what we're looking at underneath here. So, as we start up front, we're going to look at the suspension. All of this is the stock factory suspension. So your stamped upper and lower control arms here. We do have a sway bar up front here that's going to tie the 2 front corners together and help with cornering and handling. As far as the steering goes, it's a power steering car. All of our tie rods are in good shape. Your drag link or center link here is in good condition too. All of our ball joints do have the rubber dust boots all on them, and you can tell everything's been greased up well on the front end of this car. Even our sway bar, the end links, the bushings, all of that stuff is in good condition on this car. Cross member, you can see it looks good and straight. Doesn't look like it's ever been banged up on anything there. As far as the subframe itself here, we can see it's nice and straight, good and square the whole way back. Our body mount bushings back here aren't too bad there. They're not split or dry rotted or cracked out or anything like that. So those are in good condition too on this particular car. Braking components for this vehicle. We do have power brakes. It is a power disc brake front, drum brake back here on the rear of the car. So that takes care of our front end. Now we'll talk a little bit about our drive line as we walk our way back here. So what we have here, we've got a small block Chevy. This is a 350 cubic inch motor. It is not the original motor for this car, but it is a small block 350. Back behind that for a transmission, we do have a Muncie M20 4-speed manual transmission. Got the bell housing here, that's aluminum bell housing, and it does have, no, it does not have the cover in the front, so we can see our flywheel and our torque converter there, and all of that looks to be buttoned up real nice there too. As far as our transmission cross member here, that's good and straight, anchored down real nice. Bolts and hardware in that are good, and the tail shaft mount is in good condition too. Our drive shaft here, it's been all painted up black to match everything else underneath here. Balanced drive shaft, so that's going to help eliminate any kind of vibrations throughout the drive line on our car. And then the rear end here, we've got a GM 10-bolt rear end. The gearing in this, we just checked, and it's about like a 307 gear ratio in this car. Now that's the 8.2-inch ring gear. And then as far as suspension, you can see we've got the mono-leaf rear suspension on this car. Shocks don't look to be too old. Looks like they've been replaced fairly recently too. They look in good condition. As far as braking back here, we've already gone over that. Drum brakes on the rear. Now, as far as the exhaust, that's the other thing that you can see real clear underneath here. We've got long tube headers, dual exhaust all the way back. We do have a set of the tube style mufflers back here. Usually they're a glass pack design, but again, I'm not 100% sure of that until we'd actually start the car up and hear what it sounds like. And then of course we have the tailpipes here, correct style of tailpipe up over top of the rear end, and then out between that leaf spring and the rear quarter panel on the car. As far as the floors go on this car, we've already been over the subframe. Now the floors, they look to be in good shape too. Now there has been some patch panels put in, but they've been done correctly. You can see where things have been cut out. They've made nice straight cuts on everything here, laid in the stock or factory style stamped floor pans. You can see all the stampings in them, and then they've seam sealed everything, so all of that looks good. Even in the trunk, again, these are just areas that you would normally find these issues. Even in the trunk, they've done the same thing. They've replaced it, they've put the stamped, panels back there, seam sealed them, everything done correctly, so all of that is good. As far as brake lines and fuel lines, all of that stuff is routed right next to the pinch welds, of which all the pinch welds look to be in good shape down both sides of the car. Emergency brake, that's all hooked up too, so you got all your front cable, your intermediate cable, and your rear cables going back here to the rear.